this could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Boulders. And no, it's not just a boulder.
It's a rock.
Here's where the boulders, not the rocks, come in. Sisyphus was a man banished from the mortal plane to the underworld for defiling the gods not once, but twice. He is forced to roll a heavy boulder up a hill for the rest of time just for it to fall back down once it reaches the top. However, he began to not only roll up the boulder once, but over and over again. The gods failed to comprehend the indomitable human spirit, not knowing how they could watch a mere man live out the rest of his days rolling the boulder up the mountain over and over again. Now this in of itself is nothing particularly revolutionary to knowledge which we as humans should have already learned, but here's where it gets spicy. When looking at the masses of our current population, nobody wants to do anything hard anymore, and more than that, people just wish to chase the highs of life and nothing else. Short form content and brain rot, as some people call it, have begun tainting the minds of our population. Now, these ideals are nothing new. I'm sure we've all heard from older generations whining and complaining about this forever, but here's where I come in. We need everyone to be rolling boulders up hills. Whether you believe this to be metaphorical or not is up to interpretation. But if we've learned anything about the human experience, this is clearly our only solution to the matter. Camus states in his award-winning novel, The Myth of Sisyphus, in the wonderful chapter, the aptly titled The Myth of Sisyphus, that the ability of Sisyphus to roll a boulder that always falls down once it reaches the top over and over again, knowing the inevitability of failure and continues to do so, is enough to fill a man's heart. Where my ideals place emphasis is on the fact that these ideas are imperative to life as a whole, being what we all need to survive. We as people have gone through a lot, but that doesn't excuse the lack of efficacy that people still have in the modern era. Young people everywhere would rather go home and doom scroll themselves into oblivion, watching whatever YouTube short, Instagram reel, or TikTok that appears next. We used to live in a time in which people tried their hardest to do challenging endeavors. We as people need these to keep us alive. We cannot simply live day to day and do nothing. So many people around us outside this class believe that either things will come to them or that someone else will do it for them. Sisyphus doesn't just will the boulder up the hill, he pushes it up over and over again, knowing it will fall, but he does it anyways. We need to be encouraging our peers that hard work is the key to life. Things don't just happen out of nowhere. Where people disagree is that, what if there's no purpose if I just fail? But that is a very one-dimensional form of thinking. They need to look internally and understand that this gives us purpose. The scary amount of freedom presented in the world in which we live is enough to make us overwhelmed and lose purpose. If those who lack internal personal efficacy within themselves did something about it, they may finally find that purpose within themselves. So we need to start rolling boulders. If that's what it takes to make sure we as people don't become lost and kill ourselves, then that is what it takes. If I have to be the one to tell people that, then maybe I'm the weirdo. And you know what? I'm okay with that.